Hey, welcome back to Mournhold. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, we're in Velas Manor in Mournhold. Just a quick recap about Velas Manor. This is where, what was his name? Belial, do you remember? I don't remember. Something Velas. He was a mage, and he's a scary mage, and everyone is a bit distrusting of him. And his brother teleported into town and tried to kill a random commoner, and it turned out to be me. And we killed him, and then we came here, and then Velas, whatever Velas, was angry at us for killing his brother, and so he tried to kill us, and again we killed him. So we killed both of them, and then we claimed this manor as our own. And Belial here has been posing as the mysterious sorcerer to keep any inquiring visitors at bay, so we can use this as the base of our operations. And we're back here now after our brief time. Well, it's been a while actually back on Vvardenfell, as we kind of went undercover with the temple. Get a bit of reputation and trust from the temple. We've had no contact with them so far in this playthrough, and now we are a curate with the temple. Not all of the temple is completely happy about that. We do have a bit of a problem with certain ordinators who do try to kill us on sight. But on the whole, we are respected by the temple now. That's what I set out to do when I went back to Vvardenfell. So today we're going to go... first thing I'm going to do is actually go back to Baron Zaya and speak with her again, and we'll get a recap from her as well. But before that, I want to show you something. So I'll just say that Silternalia discovered this herself. Maybe Belial discovered it while we were away, because I can't really discover it because I made the mod which introduced this feature. So yeah, I did a quick, like I like to do when I move into a house, I give it a quick remodel, and I thought it'd be nice to add a little basement to Velas Manor. Oh, it's still locked. Let's open that. So yeah, this manor didn't have a basement originally. I added this, but the Finkbeck. Ow! You'd think I'd remember the trap from my own mod, wouldn't you? So I added a little basement down here, which is nice enough, you know. It's just a basement, nothing special. But being as this is the manor of the mysterious something Velas, the renowned magician, sorcerer, whatever he was, I thought I'd add a little twist to the basement. So up here, as Belial has pointed out since we've gotten back, is a strange bottle, and if you pull on that, you might hear a noise. And if we go back down to the basement, ooh, secret vault. Some gold in. There you go. I've just given myself 71 gold. That was nice of me. So yeah. That's down here. I'm going to close that now, but that's going to be... I'm going to use this to store anything a bit illegal or dodgy or anything we want to keep secret down here. That'll be useful, I'm sure. Anyway, that's enough arsing around. Let's... Oh, have I marked? I meant to mark in here. Yes, I have. Good. Right, are we gonna need any potions with us today? What do I have? I've put all my stuff away, so I might just have to check. Got our swords. Do I need both of them? Might as well, they're not too heavy. I've got some healing potions. I'll just grab a random selection of all these mad potions that I've made recently. I'll have one of them. Got some poison. Fortify strength. One of those. There we go. What's this? Got some in the chest as well, don't I? I'm swimming in potions. That's a confusing one. Lightning shield, restore health. Take a couple of those. I'll try and get through those, and one of the good ones as well. Okay. So, should I heal? Oh wait, no, I've got my got all my enchanted items back now, so I don't need to worry about things like running out of health anymore. There we go. That's sorted it. Right, so to the palace first of all. So, yes. Let's go this way. Is this past the temple? No, it's not. And this is the palace. It's going to take me a while to get used to Mournhold again. So I don't know how many episodes it's been, but it's been... I think I was last in Mournhold. I think it was before Christmas at least, so probably well before actually. Where is Baron Zaya? Not the Legion, the guard quarters or something?
What do you want with me?
Ah, nothing. Leave me alone. I love that shield. That's so cool. I want one. Am I wrong thinking that her quarters was around here? Maybe it is in the Legion part. Excuse me. Is it here? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Right, let's announce our return to the capital. And just refresh our memory on what she said we should be doing.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
Oh, have you lost something? Baron Zaya? Oh, she's acting like I haven't spoken to her before. Maybe that's just a generic message. Greetings, Siltonalia. I've been wanting to speak with you. I understand you've been performing some duties for Tinius, and you've done well. I believe there are other matters you should investigate as well. Yes, I kind of remember this. Mournhold is a town of two minds. On one hand, there is the monarchy, led by Helzeth, and on the other there is the temple and the goddess Almalexia. It is hard to know whom you may trust. While there has been no open hostility between the two, there are always undercurrents that bear watching. I would like you to make yourself known to the temple. See what you can learn. That's right, that's what she wanted us to do. Speak with Fedris Hlaalu. He is a powerful man in the temple and a confidant of Almalexia. See if you can get to know him a bit. And what can you tell me about him? There is there is more to Hlaalu than one would think. There are rumours that he was once an assassin. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's interesting. So he's not we're used to dealing with tribunal temple types now. We've gotten used to that. And appeasing their pretense of compassion and all that rubbish. But this guy, he might be a bit sharper than the rest of the temple people we've spoken with. Who was once an assassin. I wonder for who, like the Morag Tong, maybe. It is fairly widely known that he is the leader of the Hands of Almalexia. So does that mean he's as strong and as powerful as the Hands? Because we've heard how dangerous they are as well. He's not a person to be trifled with. Okay. who we can trust. I remember asking about this before as well. Take the time to speak with Platinius Marrow. Yeah, now I think I know him. I think he's the guy out in the courtyard of the palace. So maybe we'll chat with him now and ask him about Fedris Hlaalu as well. And yes, as we learnt previously in Mournhold, there is a certain amount of discontent in the temple. For the Dwemer, Almalexia has always represented the motherly virtues of compassion and forgiveness, healing and protection, but in recent years, since the war with Dagoth she has become harsher, more unsympathetic patron. Almalexia has changed, and many followers feel she has not changed for the better. A movement within the priesthood critical of current practices, the dissident priests, has been ruthlessly suppressed by the temple now. Do we know anything about the dissident priests? Only in passing, I think, so that's a group we'd like to know more about. Anyway, I think that's enough of this. Have we asked about the Nerevarine? Maybe not. We've been looking into some of these prophecies that have been cropping up. We actually spoke with a false incarnate in... where was that? In Sarum. Do you know anything about the Nerevarine? I know little about the prophecies. I know about you and the temple. Sorry, what do you mean by that? Some people in the West set great store in signs and portents, but for thousands of years we Dwemer have had the luxury of being able to speak directly to our gods. We have no need of prophets and distrust anyone who claims to speak for the gods. That's really interesting, actually. It would really change your culture, having your gods literally walking among you, wouldn't it? Yeah, prophecies and all the kind of intangible aspects of religion would probably dissolve a little bit. Interesting stuff. Thank you, Baron Zaya. Pleasure to speak with you, as always. Nice dagger you've got there. Alusana. Yeah, see you later. Bye. Always a little awkward leaving that chamber. Intimidating room, I always think that. Right, let's go to the courtyard and speak with... what's his name? Pontinius? Something like that, isn't it? Didn't realise how late it was. It's 7:30, so yeah, not too late to go speak with Fedris, I suppose. Hello, what can I do with you? Well, we're on our way to speak with Fedris Hlaalu. What can you tell us about him? My research tells me that Hlaalu has been with the Lady Almalexia for many years now, serving in an official capacity as her steward. What these duties entail is not known to me, but there are rumours that he carries out some of the more unpleasant chores for the goddess. Oh. Oh great, this is it sounds awful already. So we're going to go speak to Almalexia's personal assassin. That's what I'm assuming. Who can we trust in Mournhold, Platinius? If the Queen Mother considers you a friend, so do I. Her wisdom is vast and I am eager to help her in any way I can. If you are in need of information on any topics, please feel free to ask. I'll provide you with what limited knowledge I possess. Well, nothing else I want to ask you about right now. Well, actually, what can you tell? Who is Talon Vandas? I have forgotten. Never mind for now. Speaking of the Queen Mother. Oh, the Lady Berenzire, a wonderful person. She's quite an interesting story, don't you think? Yes, absolutely. Now, we've been meaning to get around to reading her biography. We should do that at some point. I might stick to the temple-approved version, though. Right, oh god, weird dusk, isn't it? I've got a quick save just in case what I hope doesn't happen happens. Alright, we're just walking directly to the temple. There we go. No metagaming here. Alright, Fedris Fleur, is that you? It is. Let's be our best charming self. Fedris, pleasure to meet you. Ah, you're the one who has recently arrived in Mournhold from Vvardenfell. I was told of your arrival. I understand you had some problems with the Dark Brotherhood. An interesting group, and usually rather effective. I'm surprised you're still alive. Perhaps you have potential, or they sent incompetence. I believe you might be of service to Our Lady. I already don't like the sound of this. Let's see what he's got to talk about. Yeah, we did have a run-in with the Dark Brotherhood. No big deal, though. For us, we just strolled in and killed them all. Yes, an interesting group. Effective. Fear and mystery are powerful tools for them. There have been kings that have been rumoured to utilise their services, but that is only a rumour, of course. Yeah. Tell me about it. Of course, referring to how King Halseth hired the Dark Brotherhood to kill us. Very funny, Fedris. So can I ask you about the temple? Let's just do some general temple chat to start with. Well, speaking of kings, what do you think about Halseth? Our new king. Young king. He is ruthless and not foolish, as some would have you believe. He has some of his mother's political savvy, and he has all of his father's ruthlessness. Yeah. Good stuff, and so, what are the rumours around the temple? No, I probably shouldn't chat to him about rumours. So you're, like Almalexia's... Don't say assassin. Don't say assassin. You're Almalexia's... Oh, what was he called? I can't remember. You're Almalexia's guy then, are you? The Lady Almalexia resides here in the High Temple. We in Mournhold all live under her protection. Okay, he's not giving us any very particularly juicy gossip. So let's... when you said service to Our Lady, I am always aware of those who might be able to serve Our Lady Almalexia. Few are worthy to do so. Well, we are, of course, a curate of the Tribunal Temple and trusted among the Dunmer people, so we're surely worthy. The temple and the city is guarded by the High Ordinators and The hands fulfill other duties for the lady. I am her chief steward. That's the word I was looking for. Fedris Hlaalu. Now, if you wish to be of use, we have some matters to discuss. Okay, just ask him about himself. Okay, just generic stuff there. Yeah, matters to discuss. Go on. Perhaps you have already met young King Hlaalu Helzeth. No, Did we meet the king? I don't think so. I think we've only met Baron Zaya. Oh no, I'm going to have to go back and check. If we met the king, he was quite forgettable. Nothing compared to his mother. Hlaalu Helzeth. A foul man, unworthy to sit on a throne. Oh, you've changed your tune. Still, he holds right of succession. Okay. Don't like where this is going. We're talking to an assassin and he's bad-mouthing the king and talking about succession. Okay. The lady must keep an ever-watchful eye on this king, though, lest he do something that would be detrimental to the temple, our fair city, or perhaps all of Morrowind. Currently, there are concerns about some new recruits that Helzeth seems to be training. A standing army is nothing new in the city, though it is largely unnecessary. Mournhold is protected by her walls from the outside and by Our Lady Almalexia from within. None would dare mount an attack here. Still, tradition dictates that the king maintain an army. We believe that Helzeth is raising quite a different sort of army. A goblin army. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was going to say I knew all his guards and we were in a good position to kind of get in with all of his soldiers, but no, we haven't really been speaking with any goblins. Go on. Foul, vicious creatures. No wonder Helzeth has chosen them to be his foot soldiers. I know that the goblins are being trained nearby, though not where exactly. Ask around the city about goblins. Someone will know. I wish for you to find the location of goblin training area. Of the goblin training area. When you do, kill the war chiefs. There should be 2. Okay. That's oddly specific. Guess that's just how goblins work. Sever the head of this army and the rest will shatter like a scrib. You might rid the city of their 2 Ultima trainers as well. Complete this task and the lady will be pleased. Who are the Ultima trainers? Traditionally, the Ultima have used goblins to reinforce their armies. That is news to me. It's news to me, not Siltonalia. She probably knows that. She's from Cyrodiil, not Subset Isles or anything, but still she probably know that High Elves use goblins to reinforce their armies. That sounds bizarre. Wouldn't think it of Ultima, would you? Anyway, why? I do not know. Rumour has it that Helzeth has contracted 2 Ultima to train his goblin army. If you find these Ultima, it would be a service to rid the city of them as well. Okay, I think we'll start by trying to find these Ultima and find out if they really are working for Helzeth. We could even see if we could ask Baron Zaya about this. As for goblins, we have seen goblins already in Mournhold. As it happens, down in the sewers. Not quite sure where. Under the Great Bazaar, I think. I think that's the only place I've really been. Miserable, horrid creatures. They're vile and vicious. They vary in size from smaller than a Bosma to larger than a Nord. Some are mindless animals, others have learned the ways of magic. You'll often see them with trained Durzogs. Yeah, we did actually. filthy creature. Maybe we should take some cure disease potions if we're going down into the sewers. That's probably a good shout. Go on, what's a Dizog then? Frightening creature, possibly even more intelligent than the goblin handlers. You might hear them referred to as sludge puppies. Sludge puppies, I am now going to call them. I'm going to call them that from now on. But don't let that name fool you. They're strong, smart, and often well-trained creatures. The goblins use them on patrols to hunt down their victims. Okay. Well, Fedris, you're a bit of an intimidating fellow, but interesting, nonetheless. Right, so ask around, I suppose. So first of all, I will nip on over back to the palace, and I'm going to ask Baron Zyra about this, see if she can give me the lowdown on what's going on here. Latinius, do you know anything? Take that as a no, just in case. No. Now I want to go up these stairs. I'm not sure if Baron Zyra is going to have anything to tell us about this, but if she does have something to say, it would be a cool touch, so I thought I'd better check. Hi again, it's me. Oh yeah, I can say goblins. Goblins? In Mournhold? I've heard some odd stories of creatures in the sewers beneath God's Reach. I never thought they might be goblins. Terrible creatures. That's just a generic thing. Which is interesting, almost as if Baron Zyra knows nothing about it. So if Helzeth is raising this goblin army, Baron Zyra doesn't know anything about it, at least as far as I can tell. Let's try and track down the ultimate
City of Light,
City of Magic. I know. Ooh, what spells do you have? Ooh, what shields do I have? I've got a Frost Shield, Fire Shield. I don't think I have a Shock Shield. I am really low on gold after all my training and potion making. Hey, that is a Fortify skill spell. Now I don't have Fortify skill, I don't think. I don't have it here. Let's buy one and see if it gets added to my enchanting list. That's interesting. Oh, that's pretty good. No, it doesn't get added to spell making, at least. What about enchanting? Let's just double check. I know this is often done just for... now I can do a tribute, but not skill. I know this is normally like a balancing thing. Certain spell-making combinations can break the game, but I am considering just enabling all spell effects for enchanting. Just because, yeah, I make broken items all the time. No matter what, so I feel like I just like the extra options. Right, beneath God's Reach, so maybe we should check. Which way is God's Reach? Should I just go down there? Where would the Altmer be? Would they be up in the city somewhere? Or would they be down there with the goblins? Don't know. Let's go to the bar and ask around. See if anyone's seen any Altmer knocking about recently. Now let's ask the bar guy. He normally knows what's up. Hi, Ratesh. No, looks like that's my only lead down beneath God's Reach. And the sewer's okay. Fair enough. Right then, let's suit up and go hunt some goblins and see what we can find. Right, I've got pretty much everything I want to take with me. My armor's a little bit damaged, but I don't want to wait until morning now. I think we'll go down this evening into the sewers. Got some swords. I'm going to take the Staff of Soul Siphon and this Adamantium Staff of Fire. On target. Yeah, let's start with that. We'll fight from a distance as much as we can. I'm going to take some Scrolls of Cure Blight Disease and Common. And I've got potions. Oh, there. In case I come across any magic casting ones, sure, let's take a couple of those. Like that. And, yeah, let's go. Oh, I need to... I wish you could save, like, presets of different hotkey combinations. I spend a lot of time on this game just changing hotkeys. I mean, I know a normal person would just stick with one set of equipment and not bother putting it all away every half an hour, but I can't help it. Soul Sting there. And that should be the mirror. Oh yeah, and they should be my glass boots. There we go. Right, the sewers beneath God's Reach. How would we get down there? I could do with... I don't need a torch. I've got my light amulet. Oh, I thought that was water. So dark. No, it's just Morrowind's lighting engine being a little bit weird. Can't really see anything. You know what, I'm going to cast Night Eye. Oh, that's better. Hey, I tell you what I noticed the other day. What is 1 or 2 episodes ago, I cast a detect enchantment spell when I was in a Daedric ruin. And I went to cast it again and I couldn't find it, and I found out it was called that Biggie Soul Finder. But when I went back on the video, when I was editing it, I noticed that the first time I cast it, it was called Detect Enchantment. And then between me closing and opening the menu, that spell vanished. I don't know if that was there all the time, I didn't actually look at that. But so I wasn't going mad. I don't know what was going on there. Maybe it's a spell I deleted and the game temporarily undeleted it or something like that. That's my best guess. Anyway, let's not worry about that now. Let's get on with the task at hand. So goblins we're looking for. And we are going to well, we're just going to shoot them lots with fireballs. That's my plan. Put on the belt if I get into trouble. Oh, I made this as well earlier. Oblivion's Eye, detect Daedra and undead. Just because I thought it was a cool thing to have around. And I did, for the Azura Star, that's empty now. I enchanted some fancy trousers with Fortify Agility. I could wear it under my armour, so I figured that was pretty good. I was going to do Restore Health. Someone did suggest that, and Restore Health constant effect is fantastic, of course, but for 1 point of Restore Health there's 65 points of enchantment, and the trousers had 60, so I could have put on an amulet, but I figured the trousers I could just wear all the time. Anyway. Oh look, there's the goblins. Pretty tough. Well, that shield's not bad for enchanting. I'm not sure how efficient that staff is at killing them. Let's try killing one just... Oh, what's going on over there? Some kind of weird sewer party. Let's try killing one up close and see how difficult it is. They're not too bad. Not too bad. These just standard goblins. They're not worth looting. But we've come across some tougher ones before, and they can hit pretty hard as well. I didn't get hit too much then. let's have a look what these odd fellows are up to. Ooh, nice boots. Okay, so the naked man is either their very confident leader, or he's some kind of hostage. Whatever, let's go see what what they think. None of you are Altmers. Seen any Altmers down here? I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? You don't want to talk to me. Talk to the boss, Drathus. I did. And he's very friendly. Little secret. And he doesn't trust me now. Okay. What's going on? Do I have my charming glove? I do. I'm still wearing it. Oh, the option's gone. How weird. Okay. Stillborn. Help! Help me! Oh, I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Don't know what to do here. He's in trouble, but these guys are kind of... Well, he's very friendly, actually. We're on our own business. Leave you to it, lads. Yeah, see you later. I'm sure the naked guy will be fine. Ah, Dirzogs, that's a good sign. Ooh, the range on this staff. I kind of thought I was hitting both of them then. I was a bit disappointed.
I think you're bleeding.
What kind of soul does a Dirzog give you then? Why do I have a mud crab in a greater soul chest? Petty. Hardly worth it. Oh, Dirzog meat though is very good for enchanting, so I'll risk the disease. Wrong hotkey. It was a wild one. That might be better to soul trap. Wild Dirzog. Yes, it's marginally better. Oh, bear with me a second. Oh, right, okay, let's carry on. Oh, underestimated those boots then, so This seems to just lead underwater. Either I was meant to go into the west sewers, or I should go down here. Let's have a look down here now. We're up this end. Palace sewers, so I've been here before. Ah, that's a good sign. And so if there are goblins underneath the palace, in the palace sewers, that does suggest that maybe the goblins are being trained by the king. So that adds some weight to Phaedrus' story, I suppose. Oh, I almost feel bad for that little Drzog, I mean. Just fireballed him and bashed him until he didn't stand a chance. Just follow the Drzogs, I suppose. Down here? No. Well, now I'm thinking maybe there's just goblins and Drzogs over there because it leads it into the God's Reach sewers. Yeah, okay, I'm going to turn back. I'm going to go to try the west sewers. I don't think I've been there very often, if at all. Where was it I saw loads of goblins? I was down here before when I was looking for that Nord. I fought through loads of them. That might have been in the west sewers. Maybe. Ah, this looks promising. That's some kind of tougher... Goblin Handler. Okay, I feel like we're on the right path. Oh, some kind of trained Drzog. Oh, it's still just a wild one. Do they always have collars on? There's a lot of them down here.
I think you're bleeding.
Yeah, this sword is destroying the goblins. I'm absorbing 50 points of agility when I hit them, and I'm guessing it's not very high on goblins to start with. And yeah, I'm pretty much just unlocking them to death. Yeah, look, he's fallen to the floor. Is he still alive?
Come on.
This guy's a bit tougher though.
This what you want, huh? Just stand still.
Ah! I paralyzed him then, if you were wondering. So was he a tougher? Yeah, he was. He was a war. Oh, he was a war Drzog. That's why he has the collar on. This guy's still alive apparently. I'm sure I killed him. Let's soul trap him. He's got loads of health. Do they regenerate health?
Come on.
Goblin handler. Oh, really? 1200. That's a bit rubbish. I don't want that in Azura Star. Let's just recharge. There you go, that works. Right, I'm out of... charge in that staff, so let's give this a go. Gosh, that's a... hell of a flash when you use this staff, isn't it? Ow. It's the Drzog you've got to watch out for. Right, so... oh, Drzogs. They're not particularly good souls, are they? I'll use one of those. Oh, they barely do anything. Let's catch another goblin handler and use them to recharge the staff. Ooh. Silver weapons. Ouch. He put his sword away for some reason then. That was a bad time to do that. Do I want his soul? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's a foot soldier. He had a gauntlet. battlefield. Are we going to the battlefield? What are my options? I have been here, haven't I? Yeah, I thought so. I don't want to go that way. Yeah, battlefield I suppose it is. Yeah, this looks like the right way. Oh, I want your soul. Just... Yeah, he did. He just cast a spell at me. The cheek. Oh, I can't do it in battle. Has he regenerated health? Yeah. There you go, that's that theory confirmed. They do regenerate health. Right, recharge. That's with that. Let's drop a save. So this is the battlefield, so I'm presuming that's the battlefield of old Mournhold when Mehrunes Dagon attacked and fought Almalexia. I guess this is where it all happened. That statue that's in the plaza of the two of them fighting, this is where it all went down, I presume. Oh. Oh, tough luck, mate. Poor guy. I know we just took a penny off a skeleton. I know we're quite rich. Well, we're not that rich these days, actually. Yeah, every septim counts at the moment. Probe Grandmasters. I love that. Very quiet town. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Just shoot them from up here, I suppose, shall I?
Someone there?
Yes, there's someone there. Are these the two leaders? What am I even meant to be killing? Goblin war chief. I haven't fought war chiefs, have I? Oh, he's shooting magic back. Whoa! Mage battle. Pretty sure my staff has more charge than he has magic, though. No, I don't have the charge to do that to the third one. An officer, that's an officer. It's not a Dunmer Iron Left Pauldron. I'm just going to take that out of interest. This guy might be a war chief. Surprise! Wow, that was stupid of me. That was the worst ambush ever. I did try to soul trap him then, but Dunmer Iron boots. Apparently they like their Dunmer Iron. What's a pauldron look like? Oh yeah, I've had one of these before. It's cool. I don't think these... No, I'm after... I am looking for warlords, aren't I? Am I? War chiefs. So we've got further to go. Ouch. Through that door then, I presume. Old Mournhold City Gate. Interesting again.
Not impressed.
Oh!
Die, damn you!
Still up. Armory ruins. Whoa. Is he super fast or did he just glitchily teleport a bit? I think he just glitched a little bit then. Oh, maybe there's two of them actually. Oh, I need something to recharge this again. Right, let's kill these two.
Just die!
Well, it's definitely an army down here, isn't it? Got foot soldiers, they're all armed, and got officers, residential ruins. So I don't know who's amassing the army, but there is an army, which is a bit concerning. Oh, I should have soul trapped him. Oh.
Die, damn you! I think you're bleeding.
Man, that thing is tough, and I'm out of charge. Try the staff out. Oh, it's going. I'm not going to be able to recharge anything until it's dead. That's annoying. Come back.
Come on.
Right, use that to recharge that. Okay. Okay, what am I looking at in here then? I didn't really take it in. Does that looks like it maybe an adamantium vein there? Yeah. Anything up here? I need a pick or something, I guess, to get into there. Is that worth doing? Maybe. I would like some adamantium. Have I got a full set? I've got some. He's just another foot soldier, I think, isn't he?
That's all you've got.
Ah!
Come on.
They keep surviving on like a slither of health and catching me out. This is getting a little bit low on charge, my ring of healing.
Just stand still. I'll have your head.
Oh, he's dead. Charge that with... Okay, it's going to take more than a rat. I'll use Wild Durzog. Yeah, that's good enough for now. I can hear something this way. Oh, there's a platform up there, look.
Just die.
That one felt particularly cruel. Not quite. Right, I feel like this looks like maybe a bit of a war chief platform. Maybe? Maybe not. Okay, still no sign of any war chiefs. This is turned into a pretty serious expedition. I might be running out of time. Oh man. It looks so cool, but it is a bit rubbish. Well, that's okay, but not our kind of thing. It's not Daedra, is it? Right. Oh, am I out of time? No, yeah, I am. I'm going to have to leave it there. And we'll have to track down the War Chief next time. Continue on. I think we're on the right path. So next time we'll find the War Chief and try and track down the 2 Ultima trainers as well. I'm hoping we'll find them down here, but if not... I would have liked to have found them first, but our only lead was to come down here, so... And we don't want to... Whoever's got an army of goblins, that's a bad thing to do. You don't want that down below the city, do you? No. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Let's have a bit of a rest while we're here.